Meantime, we can tell you about alarming new details in the case of a teenager who allegedly brought a loaded semi-automatic handgun to a Montgomery County high school. In a court hearing this afternoon, police dropping a bombshell. They say this young man, Alwyn Chen, had a list of grievances against the school, against students at the school, and he had an arsenal of weapons in his home. Truly disturbing what could have happened here. Bruce LeShan live at the courthouse in Rockville tonight with the details he gleaned from inside of that courtroom. Hi, Bruce.
Yeah, Adam, I'll tell you what, I think the judge and just about everybody in the courtroom was a little surprised by this latest news. The judge, after listening, found clear and convincing evidence that Alwyn Chen was a potential danger to the community. He ordered him to undergo a psychiatric evaluation and had him held without bond.
Alwyn Chen's parents left the courthouse stoic after weeping openly in the courtroom as prosecutors presented the latest evidence against their son. Prosecutors say the 18-year-old's story kept changing after he allegedly admitted bringing a loaded semi-automatic Glock to Clarksburg High School. At first, he told police it was for target practice after school. Later, he allegedly admitted it was to protect himself after being bullied and harassed. And the state's attorney says Chen had a list of grievances against his fellow students.
This is the day after what happened in Florida. Something like this comes to your attention. I think anybody reasonably. I don't think there's a possibility of even overreacting to a case like this.
When a police crisis intervention team searched Chen's Germantown townhome, police say they found many more weapons: an AR-15 assault-style rifle, another Glock handgun, a tactical vest, inert grenades, a detonator. Chen's lawyers say the guns were not found in his room, and they insist they were legal.
People in Maryland are allowed to have weapons, and the fact that weapons exist in a home doesn't make somebody guilty of anything and doesn't make somebody a danger.
Chen does not fit the stereotypical profile of a school shooter. He is an honor roll student and participated in clubs and athletics at Clarksburg. His lawyers say he has already been admitted to 2 colleges, but the judge refused to take any chances and ordered Chen held in jail.
Now, Alwyn Chen appeared in the courtroom here via closed-circuit TV. He stood looking into the camera, calm as his parents wept. I only heard him say 2 words after the judge asked him his name. Alwyn Chen, he said, and then nothing else. Live at Rockville District Court, Bruce LeShan, WUSA 9.
You know, Bruce, question for you real quick. We know from our initial reporting of this story that it was some sort of tip that led the school resource officer to call Chen out of class and look into his backpack, and that's when the discovery of that firearm was made. Do we know what led up to that tip being made? Because whoever made that tip certainly could have perpetuated avoiding a disaster here.
Absolutely, and the principal out at Clarksburg High School praised that person, said this was really a case of if you see something, say something. But you know, it's pretty typical in police investigations that they don't want to talk about the source of information because potentially a confidential source could be threatened, you know, that there could be danger for that source. So they're not saying specifically, but you can imagine where the information came from. Well, it's a good lesson certainly for all the parents, all the students out there. Again, we could reinforce and say it over and over again. To see something, definitely say something. Bruce LeShan, they're live for us in Rockville. Thank you. By the way, the prosecutor said that psychiatric exam is going to take a week or so. Then we may get more details about what Chen was thinking and planning. We're coming right back.